Hey, that's good, chat. Alright. It looks like we're not having any issues. So that's good. That looked weird. It was concerning for a moment there. Having a lot of problems. But we're good. I mean, I say having a lot of problems. We weren't really having that many problems. It was just like some weird connection issue stuff. Yeah, but and our FPS is dipping slightly every now and again, but it looks like it's relatively okay. Cool. So this is it. This is the final stream of Final Fantasy 1. Obviously, ended up missing out yesterday due to lots of things going on with me, so I didn't exactly have the capabilities, the time to get around to it. That's okay. We're back, and we're gonna finish it. We have quite a bit to do. It is only one dungeon, and that's it. Like literally, we're doing our little secrety thing, which technically isn't really a secret, but it is a secret because you technically don't have to get it. I don't think, at least. It just makes it easier. Which we will be doing. It's the first thing we're doing. And then we get to go into the dungeon. Crawl through there, get our last couple of enemies, which there's only like 6 of them or something. There's 4 new enemies in there. None of them are particularly dangerous. I mean, some of them are relative, like they're dangerous, but they're not like, it's not like the stupid robot thing that we fought with the nukes and stuff. And the dungeon itself is actually relatively straightforward. There's a couple of chests to pick up in there, and then we got a couple of other things that we got to do. But all in all, it's going to be pretty straightforward. Like, it's going to be a very kind of just go in and do the thing kind of session here. There we go. I know it can't be seen. I'm just pulling up the load game screen. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know exactly what's going on, like, this weekend for how much homework I have to do and how much I got to do tomorrow. I don't think I really have that much, because I have because I basically already did one of them in class today for my game dev class. The only one that I have left for this week, I'm pretty sure I have like done already. And then, but I might end up doing a little bit of extra work with DirectX and kind of pushing through some of the tutorials to get a little bit further to kind of get myself a little bit ahead in the next couple of weeks. And then my other stuff, I gotta go see how much I got, but hopefully I'll be able to get all that done tomorrow. Not too many issues, in a relatively timely manner. And then I can hopefully do some, like, Melty Blood, or I said Guilty Gear just got patched. I had to go read the notes still, but I'm gonna go play some Strive too. It's been such a long time. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. This Saturday and Sunday we can do that, and then we'll be back to our... Well, I don't know what we'll do starting next week. Either we'll start up Final Fantasy 2, or we'll just kind of mess around and keep playing some fighting games. I don't know. Regardless, let's go ahead and load up our file. We can have Roy, Makota, Splurm, and Vivi finally save the world. But first, we have to stop here in the mountain. I don't know if you talked to him before, but if we didn't, well, if we did, then we'll remember this vaguely, and if we didn't, then oops. But he basically says he wants like a special item, a special like material. I think in fact it's under our key item. Yeah, he wanted like a special metal, right? Adamantite. And he could make the greatest weapon ever. So we give him the adamantite, and he's all like, oh! Is this adamantite? Hoots! I'll use this to make ye the finest sword y'all ever wield. You'll ever wield. Why, thank you, sir. Wow. Done. In all my years, I've never crafted a finer sword. Go on, take her. She's yours. I have obtained Excalibur! Which, despite what he says, is actually not the finest sword in the game. It's actually the second best sword in the game. There's actually one better. But for right now, Excalibur will do. Yeah. There's one more sword that's better than Excalibur. But we don't get that until we're in the dungeon. Let me make sure no one else can use like a weapon that we have that's like potentially better. I don't think so. I think we're good. I think everyone is as decked out as they can be. Yeah, I mean, arguably, we could potentially try to get something better for those two. But I think everyone's good. But it's just a matter of I don't want the lightning or the fire and ice, which I think I'm going to take the fire and ice. Alright. I think we're good. So, we have one place to go. And it's not there? No. It's where it all started. I have to remember where that is. Right here. Where it basically all started. Right? So remember, we started out going... One of the first things we did was we went to the Chaos Shrine. That is where we will end the game. With all 4 crystals finally working, we can open the path. We focus the light of the 4 shining crystals, fire, the water, and wind, on the black crystal. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. Just one step forward, and we travel back 2,000 years in time. Let's do it. I didn't even push anything. They just forced me to. Okay. And now, you're in the Chaos Shrine. There's a lot to dissect here. I mean, there's nothing else like, in here. There's just stairs, really, for this first floor. So we will come on. Oh, purple worms! Why, that's one of the enemies I'm looking for. We can go ahead and get this stuff all prepped up, I guess. Where is... Oh, I should probably reorganize my... Oh my god. These things don't even have that crazy HP. Oh, you know what? Is everyone's spell slots all good? I don't know. Level 48, though. It's got 30 strength, 17 ink, 22 luck. It's pretty good. Are your spell slots all squared up? No, they're not. Ooh. That's okay. We have... Here. I'm actually going to, fix that really, really quickly. Because I think that was my plan, was to use a cottage just before we did this. So I will do that. I will use a cottage really quickly. Better go into a town and stock up, but honestly, I think I'm relatively stocked up. Okay. Now let's do this. Wait. Oh my god, white dragons. Which are not what I'm looking for. Stop bullying the healer. Oh my god, 100 damage onto the monk. That's awkward. Well, good news. This will definitely gain a lot of level up here. Look at this. Giant pillar in my way. Oh, more of these guys! I hate these stupid flans. At least one of them decided to leave. It's a smart choice on their part. Oh yeah, for a Thor's hammer, like, kinda sucks. Well, at least I can cast Thunder. Or Thundara. Alright. Oh. Never mind, we won't head up. There. We'll just do like that. Honestly, the Thundara will do more damage than Splurm swinging with it anyways. Like, actually. Nice. Oh, I think Splurm's about to level? Yeah, there we go. Splurm leveled up 48! 17 agility, 24 stamina. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Just gonna go straight up the stairs. Alright. Following this is kind of awkward. Just as a note. There's like a lot of areas you can go. There's a lot of room to move in this castle. Which, I mean, makes sense, right? It's the big final castle, you'd hope there'd be a lot. Okay, we're heading there. We're going to a door here. I'm just trying to make sure I understand where we're going. Ambushed? Wow. Makota really just takes a lot of damage. Also dishes out a lot, but like, the amount that Makota takes is kind of ridiculous. Like, Makota takes more damage than anyone. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Oh, there's a wizard! It's a Death Eye. I wonder if that's considered a, I'll just use normal Dia. I wonder if that's considered a undead. Well, it's dead, so I guess it doesn't matter. It gave me no experience. No, it gave me 1 XP, which can't even be split amongst the party. $1. What a waste of time. I probably shouldn't have interacted with this yet. We're playing the magical loot, though. Cool. Alright. It's okay. A dry ether and an elixir. That's a lot of Black Knights. That's an absurd amount of Black Knights. It's a good thing we have items that give us free AoE spells. And also 2 melee that are really good at what they do. And that, I think, will actually kill all of them. I hope. Nope, I hope this one does then. Because if not... Okay. Otherwise it's gonna be a world of hurt. Hey, Vivi leveled... Royal probably level next combat. 49 for Vivi? Wow, Vivi. Doing great. Props to you, Vivi, for just being the best. Oh, actually, I'm kind of running a little on the lower side for high potions. Alright. Oh. More black flans, huh? Stop! Stop! Stop bullying Makota! Makota deserves better. Don't do it. Oh my god. Look, if you're gonna bully anyone, you should bully Roy. But with his, like, absurd amount of defense and HP. Dang. That's a huge level up. Strength, agility, intelligence, luck. Good amount of HP as well. 9 HP. Okay. Dragon zombies. Like dead. Deadgins. Mm-hmm. Yep. Something like that. I don't know. Purple worms! Cool. I mean, hey. I would like to hit level 50, I think, before going into the final fight. So I might actually spend a little bit of time in here just grinding out. Which I guess VD and maybe Makota will hit level 50 first? I don't really know. Alright. Let's have Splurm do a heal log, since everyone was looking a little beat up. Mostly Makota looked beat up. Some basilisks, huh? Alright. Well, that covers that. Yeah. That's a lot of stone golems. And also that clay golem casting haste on itself is kind of scary. Oh, that's awkward. It's actually kind of bad. Yeah. It doesn't matter, though. It's all good. That's a Makota level, though. Level 49. Okay, so Makoto's, like, way in the back end of the... Oh, no! 49 is, like, the higher level. Right? I don't remember. Ooh. Earth Medusas? Get out of here with your instant kill garbage. I don't appreciate them. Alright. Gonna go all the way around this loop. A single Earth Elemental. Alright. Glad we had that encounter. Oh, that's a much spookier encounter. It really, I mean... I don't know, I guess it's not that spooky. Okay, that is kind of spooky, though. The slow actually hit. I guess it's not that bad, though. Uh-oh. Alright. So, out of all of the enemies we've encountered so far... Alright. I'll do a lower level one. Alright. Let's get this bread! It's a spooky lich! Yeah, we're gonna be using some high level spells here. Because it is weak to that. I'm gonna use Flare, honestly. I mean, it's weak to Dia, so... Because, of course it is, right? It's an undead enemy. Good. That warp failed. Dang, that's a beautiful animation. Dayaja! Oh, that's a great animation, too. But we haven't seen that one very much. What else do we have? I mean, we have Holy. I didn't even think about that. Sure, why not, right? We'll do a haste as well. Oh my god! That actually did less damage, okay. Which I guess makes sense, right? Because it takes more from what it's weak to, and but it's not weak to. So, kill another Dialga, and then... That's really the only, like, buff spell that I have, right, is Haste. So why not? We'll Haste Roy, too. Nice miss. I mean, this thing shouldn't last much longer. Yeah. And that's the Lich down. So... I think there's still 2 that we haven't found yet. Or enemies. That's okay, there's still a lot of cave to go. A lot of dungeon to go. Right? Okay. Ah, red dragons. I should probably organize my inventory a little bit better. Oh well. AoE's just hit Makota so much harder than everybody else. Like, everyone takes, you know, like 30s and 40s, and then Makota's like 120. It's ridiculous. Like, come on, man. I just want to not have people die. Unfortunately, that's the struggle with Final Fantasy monks, right? Is they just kind of, they don't get to wear like any actual armor a lot of the time because they're better without it. Which on one hand is nice, because obviously, right, it's been a lot cheaper to keep Makota on par with everyone than... Like, the wizards have been easily the most expensive, or the mages have been the most expensive. Dang. 19 agility, 48 intelligence, 28 luck. Pretty sizable increase as well. Okay. I gotta say, having these items to cast spells, that was great. I wonder what kind of boss we'll be fighting next. Haha. Definitely wouldn't have anything to do with all these random fire lizards. Dang, Roy just now hit 49. BB's already level 50. It's insane. Oh, wrong way. No, not fire elementals. Whatever will I do? Dang. Okay. So we're not gonna go in there yet, actually. Give it that. More lava worms! Whatever will I do? Oh no! Alright, no, that's dealt with. Aha! Oh. Fire Gigas. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Hey, nothing. Because that's a lot of enemies from, like, before. Right? This one's just way down there. Okay. Oh. Yeah, like, we've already fought them. But these are, like, pretty old, too. Right? Well, on one hand, it's actually, you know, kind of fun. It's kind of cool. Something that I feel doesn't get done very much. But a lot of these games, a lot of these kinds of games, right, where enemies are literally just like for area and nothing else. Obviously, in this case, honestly, it kind of doesn't really make much sense, but it doesn't have to make sense. You know, like, why are there a bunch of random fire dragons and worms in here? Who knows? Obviously, this is the fire floor, or whatever. Hey, level 50 Makota. Nice. Fortunately, not much on the stats, but... Oh. 3 more dragons. Makota really needs healing. It's actually kind of insane. I mean, Splurm's about to level up. Sasuke's blade! Dude! I think that's a katana. Yeah. So I don't think anyone can actually use it. We don't have a rogue. Or a thief, I guess, technically, is what they call them in Final Fantasy, but still. It is still pretty cool, though. Isn't that awesome? It's Sasuke's sword! You could be like that dude from the Naruto! He's got a sword! And his name is Sasuke! Anyways. It is kind of fun, though, to have a, like, themed floor, I guess. And we're gonna be going through all of them, so... Thanks. Splurm levels up in the next combat. Unless it's against the Death Eye. Yeah, Makota really needs a heal. Should probably give Makota a heal. I'll do it after this combat. I'll heal Makota. Okay. So we got a little bit of journeying to do here before we do anything. There's still a couple of enemies we haven't encountered yet, by the way. There's 2 for the random encounters. I think there's 2. I don't think we've encountered the Iron Golem yet. So I don't know if those will be coming in later floors. Oh, we got ambushed. Uh-oh. You know, I said I was going to kill Makota, and then I did. Oops. It's okay. See, that's fine. I'll do it now, though. Actually, we have a couple of level ups coming up pretty soon here, too. Yeah, Kiraja. Do a nice big full restore, and then, yeah, like 2 of those. Almost full health forever. We're missing 1 point on it. Also check some of that equipment. Right, Protect Ring? Yeah, okay. Protect Cloak? Ooh. That's... going there, I think. I guess I am a little curious. Okay, but Kodo can't even wield it, so it doesn't matter. Ribbons are so crazy. Because they're not any better than ribbon, or than leather caps. I do like that. The ribbon, like, it very clearly, like, it's just worse to have that on a monk. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have a lot of, like, monk-specific equipment, right? Like, even, like, weaponry, like, there's only, like, 2 or 3 weapons or something in the whole game for monks. There really isn't a lot. Or, like, you know, like, monk-specific things and whatnot. Like, it's just kind of insane how, like, monks in this game just don't get anything. Later games, that's not the case, but in this game, man, it's like all... I mean, even thieves don't get a whole lot. Like, you don't really get the katanas until later. Level 51 on Vivi, though. Dang, Vivi, good job. Alright, we get a free elixir. And there is officially 1 more chest in the game. Well, that's it. There's one final chest in the game. But first, well, we gotta kill some red dragons first. But it is, like, interesting, though, right? Like, monks just get nothing in this game. It's kind of crazy. Like, you'd think they'd get a little bit more. No. Level 50 Roy! 38 Strength, 16 Intelligence. So we're level 50 now? Hey, and there's Seasoned Hero. Alright, cool. Not that you can see that. It's my I don't show the overlay. sorry, not sorry. It just doesn't really need to be there, right? I mean, all you see is achievement pops, really. But, yeah. We have one more chest to get, and then we're basically done on the achievement front as well. There's only so many more afterwards. And we'll just do that, and then I'll give Splurm one of those. It's probably good, right? Wow, you know, I'll also give Splurm a potion. Cool. That's probably good. Alright. Well, here we go. It's gonna be a bit rough, too. It's a Merilith. Right. This is actually gonna be a little awkward. So I don't think this is considered undead. And as far as VV's concerned, this thing is resistant to, like, all of the elements. So we're using a decent amount of haste. So it has less defense than magic defense. So we're gonna be hasting up some people. I didn't actually pay attention to Holy and see how much that did. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was okay. Oh my god! Of course. As is always the case with haste, you always cast it after the attack. We'll see this time. 272, okay. 24 hits. Jeez. Sure. I'll just have VV attack with the claws. .24 hits. Yeah! Pretty sure the claws are also a feat weapon. I might be wrong. But I think they are. I mean, we can look. Hey, 1 gil. Really? We get $1. Oh, man. Alright. Well. Time we go. Alright. We are officially in Chaos Shrine Part 2. Alright. Now we have a bunch of water. I wonder what that means. I wonder if we're going to be up against a whole bunch of water elementals and fight a water-themed boss on this floor. I doubt it. That'd be weird. Dang, that thing really casts slow on me. 1226. Makota's a beast. Like, honestly. Makota does work, man. That's an interesting setup. Okay. Even going here. It's honestly not laid out very well. Naturally they get poisoned. Feels bad. And Makoto's 51. Not bad, not bad. Now, level cap, right? If anyone's curious, level cap in this particular version of the game is 99. I don't actually know if the NES version is any different with the level cap. I'd assume the level cap is actually, like, honestly, probably lower. But I think the cap is 99 on like the Game Boy port and a bunch of the other ports. So but I don't actually know. So we can't go all the way up to 99. We're not going to. You don't need to be 99 at all. But honestly, the struggle to get to 99 is not even worth it. Okay. Cool. I might, depending on how this goes, I might use exit or whatever and go back to the entrance just to grind out the enemies. I want to go east. There's the orb. Ambushed. Ow. That's kind of rude, honestly. Nice. Alright. There it is. The orb. I don't even notice right now it has slots. Dang. We could go give him some spells real quick, actually, before we go into like the final boss. Because he gets white magic, so... Even though it says he cannot use magic, it shows his slots, that's funny. Because he can use magic. Anyways. It's a Kraken. As we've been doing. Hey, this time we got the haste off before the attack, let's go. Which is huge, because that means Makota immediately goes with 44 hits. Nice. I don't think I have any... Yeah, I didn't take any of the, like... anti-spells, really. I mean, I took Null Frost. Okay. That's fine, then. I'll just keep using Thor's Hammer. Oh my god! Oh my god! Haste plus Temper, OP! Imagine. I'm just gonna use Full Life just in case. Yeah, just Thundogger. Inked. Doesn't matter. They just get to win with cool sunglasses. That's all. That is the Kraken Dome. Cool. And we are heading in. Okay, so Iron Golem will show up. 1 XP again. Our Iron Golems will show up down here now. Then there's 1. So we gotta go all the way over there, by the way. You know, the orb is like right in front of me. I have to go all the way into that corner. Oh, I should have. Oops. I didn't heal. I didn't heal. We're gonna fix that. Because I did not use a heal. So I will heal Vivi. I will not heal Vivi because Full Life actually requires them to be dead. And I kind of figured I could get away with it, even if he wasn't. Okay. Now, see, it's fine. We were just waiting for VP to level up again, so we could really get that healing. Make it really effective. Wow, no one really took that much damage against the Kraken, huh? Oh, wait, no. I did this wrong. Oh no, not Mind Flayers. This always goes bad when it's Mind Flayers. They always, like, kill somebody. And I don't know how. But they do. Like, they always manage to kill somebody. And I don't know how they do it. Alright, so we have to go all the way down. We're in the air section, I guess, right? The air element, that's green. Maybe that the iron golems would show up on this floor. With all the air units, but okay. And there's one more. Hey! Nice level up for Roy. There's like one more thing that we need to go fight or encounter. Which we actually will probably see on this floor. The purple worms are down here too. Because the purple worms are new to this area as well. So... yeah, a Rios? I don't think we've seen one of those yet. Rios is an Iron Golem, so the two that we need to find. Don't slow down the monk. That's like the one thing that they do is be kind of, well, that would be fast, but they hit a lot. Like, that's their thing, is they hit you a lot. Oh boy, we're gonna be grinding on this floor for a little bit, aren't we? Not anticipated, but that's apparently what it's gonna be. Alright. Well, that's fine. Wait, nothing. And there it is. I actually don't know if I can equip that. Oh no, I can. This is the strongest weapon in the game. Masamune. There is not a stronger weapon in the whole game than Masamune. I will give it to Makota. That's all I wanted to see, was if Makota could wield it. And Makota can! Actually, I'm curious, though. Where is it? How do you check? I don't remember. I know you can look at, like, who can wield them, but I don't remember how to do it. So, there are two enemy types we haven't encountered yet. That we'll want to if we want to... oh my god! If we want to complete, the bestiary. And Makota levels up to 52. Huge level up for Makota, too. Nice. Yeah, and there's Legendary Treasure Hunter, which, strangely enough, you have to... you don't have to, but a lot of the times it won't actually pop until you do a combat. But, I mean, it's not hard to do a combat, so... Death Knights and a Nightmare? What a weird... what a weird floor. Alright. I'm 52 on Splurm. Getting a lot of levels in here. Vampire Lords and Dragon Zombies. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Oh, that one didn't die? Dang. He did now. Cool. Alright. I believe this is actually our last orb. Like, no joke. I think this is the last one. Yes. Okay. Get everyone to full. I'll use a couple of them, since, you know, I've got a bunch. Let's do it. It's Tiamat again. Which actually kind of sucks. Because Tiamat is extremely resistant to, like, everything. We'll try a Dispel. And definitely haste Makota, who now wields the strongest weapon in the game. Do a Cure Out on Makota there. And then gotta do the same thing as before. What was it? Temper? Temper. Do Temper Makota as well. Which this boss has lots of health. Get 918 attacks for an attack. That's insane. Kialaga, and then Haste Boy. Like, actually a lot of health. Really over 5,000 health on this boss. It's kind of nutty, actually. But the melees can handle it. No problem. Why not? We'll throw in a Holy, and then a Temper on Roy. And if it's not dead, it will be. Alright. It'll definitely be dead here. I don't really think there's anything else to do. So what kind of weapon spells do we have? Confuse, Pyra, Heal, Scourge, Blink. Yeah, sure. I guess. 1479. Oh my god. Supportive magic. You don't think about it, but it's busted. $1. The PV loads up to 53. That has 50 intelligence. Okay. Oop. That's it right there. That's the final room. Like, we are approaching the final boss here. I don't think I'll fight the final boss right now, because I want to make sure I get that beef area filled out. But otherwise, we're good to go. That's the only thing left to do is fight the final boss that's in there. Dang. Even with the melee slow. Oh, it's now 52. That's a good level. Alright. It's like nothing but stone golems. I'm not finding any iron golems. Play the one thing I need to see. No, I mean there's two. There's Ryos and iron golems. Okay. I guess I won't use them. Oh. That's unfortunate that Makota got stunned like that. It shouldn't matter too much, yeah. So as long as we roll on the higher end with VV, we should be okay. Dang. It's a good thing the two non-spellcasters are silenced right now. It always works out that way, huh? Come on. I just want an Iron Golem. No! This is so unfortunate. Like, actually, it's very unfortunate. But also, I mean, free level ups, right? Not a bad one either. I might actually just go, like, leave dungeon really quickly, apply some spells for Roy here, and then come back in. Oh my god. What is this encounter? Like, what is this encounter? It's the final dungeon of the game. We're right outside the boss room, and that's the encounter we get. A single dragon. A single zombie dragon and vampire lord. Like, this is a little bit more understanding. Even this isn't like, that threatening, though. Hey! Good job, Splurm. Level 53 Splurm. Kill. That's what you get for trying to kill. Killing is bad, dude. It's bad for people's health. You shouldn't be killing. I might actually go look at the bestiary real quick. I'm pretty sure we need both of those. Because we still haven't seen an Iron Golem yet. Hey, level 54. 3 stats, that's nice. Man, Kira actually isn't terrible. For being a 3rd level spell, like at this late in the game, it actually heals a decent amount. You know? Classic Makota, losing like basically half their health to one AoE spell. That's okay though. There's now 53. Nice. Oh my god. I just want the bestiary, man. Alright, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a quick save. I'm gonna do 2 of them because I get paranoid like that. Yeah, we're missing 120 and 123. And 128, but we should be missing 128. Which 120 and 123 are Iron Golem and Rios. So... I need to go up a floor. B4. I mean, at least I know for a fact they should be spawning on B4 as opposed to B5. So I'll go up to B4 and then I'll jump back up to the top floor, I think. Like the main, like I'll exit the dungeon. If I can. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. I'm gonna reissue our commands now, but that's alright. Alright. That's it though, like we just need those two, and then we're done. So that's all of the stuff we need out of the bestiary. Once we get both of those, there's nothing left other than fighting the final boss. I might just leave. I mean, I guess if I'm gonna leave for that, I'm also just gonna go grab spells for Roy real quick. Because we got the money. We can also do some quick stocking up and whatnot, so I don't have to use as much magic to heal. Hey! Level 54 on VV, sorry. Oh my god. There we go. Air Elementals. Makota really does just take so much more damage than everybody else. It also does an absurd amount of damage, though. I actually don't know if the weapon is helpful on Makota or not. Like, I don't know if Makota did more damage before or after giving the weapon. Like, it was probably more just because the hits were higher, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Oh my god. Where's the iron golems? You know? Swarm leveled to 54. 3 ether. Some more purple worms. Love to see it. I guess it's 8 hit versus like 12, right? So it's probably better that way. I mean, I guess it becomes 16 versus 24, right? But with the boosted attack, I think Makota does about the same. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I'm literally not even trying to find... Like, I'm not trying to grind levels right now. I just want to get my one bestiary entry for Iron Golems. That's literally all we're trying to do. Let's fill the bestiary in. But it's apparently impossible. I might actually just double check really quickly. Make sure that we're... Like, this is correct. Hey! Look at all those stat increases for Roy there. Who also probably has, like, some decent spell slots right now. Or a decent number of spell slots. Because Roy is a half-caster. Let's put it into D&D terms. The Knight class, basically... It's basically just fighter, but you become an Eldritch Knight after you get that, like, big class upgrade. There it is! There's the Iron Golem. And there it goes. Alright. I was not joking. Because I kind of need to go to the top floor, I'm pretty sure. To get the one enemy. But before I do that, we can go hit up a couple of towns to buy Roy some spells. As well as restock a little bit. Because we do need to restock up. It's our first town. Yeah, it's so nice being back here, actually. It's such a long time since we've been here. I'm pretty sure it's only white magic? I don't think he can learn black magic. I'll go look. I'm gonna give him all 3 of those, because we're just gonna give him a lot of more, like, supportive stuff. I don't think he can take black magic, though. Yeah, it's only white. He learned some white magic. Mostly learn, actually, some of the more, like, offense and well, not only offense, but more of the support spells. Okay, where were the level 2 spells would have been in the next town, which I think is over here. Alright, I think this is the next town we visited. I think he only has up to level 3 right now. Yeah. Not very many of them either. Which is totally fine. Definitely null shock. Sure. Silence. And then level 3. Move it. Oh my god, this nerd! Get out of my way! Move! I actually didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could shove them around like that. Okay. And then where was our 3rd town? I think it was over on the west side, wasn't it? Right, I think level 3 spells were over here somewhere. Right? Melmond? No, I think Melmond was much higher level. Yeah, Melmond was 5th level. Dang, who sold 3rd? I don't remember what that place was. Was it here? This? No, this is Alfheim. This is... Well, actually, maybe it is Alfheim. I think Alfheim might have 3rd and 4th. No. No, Alfheim still only has 1 level. Or actually... You know, Alfheim had 2 levels of spells here. I think they had 3rd and 4th. Or was it 4 and 5? No, it's 3rd and 4th. Alright, cool. Definitely Kira. Sure, why not? That's it. It's all the spells we can learn. I mean, I'll check the black magic, but I think that's all Roy is capable of. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, that's cool. You get some spells. Oh, you know, actually, while we're here, we'll just use Alfheim. Over here. I'm gonna stock up on some items. I'm gonna hit the inn. That'll be it. We're gonna get like 40 of those. Bring that up to like 20. Get an extra couple of those. Never know when you need them. Round it out. You know. Yeah, that's probably good. We'll get some normal remedies as well. I mean, we have so much money. You know? We'll get more. We'll get more. Well, there we go. I don't know, like 10 normal potions for small minor healing. Oh, there we go. That's probably good, right? Then we'll head up to the tavern real quick. The inn. It's 100 per night. Sure, we'll stay Alfheim. Alright. We have one more enemy to go beat up. But after that, I mean, that's it, man. Once we beat up that final enemy, we're done. We can go beat up the final boss. And put an end to his, or her, their crisis that they've created. Ouchie. I took damage. Whatever will I do? I will do that every time. I will not make myself a liar. I will always make that mistake. Alright, I'm gonna double check and make sure the location of this, so I can see if I need to be anywhere. But I'm gonna look it up. Rios. Rios. Oh, I know. Chaos Shrine, 2nd floor. Okay. Good to know. Drops a power staff? That's crazy. Or has the ability to drop a power staff? That's nutty. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to make sure. So if it's gonna be on the 2nd floor, I need to actually go up a floor then. Oh, not these nerds. That probably explains why we didn't see any. I mean, we also didn't really encounter a lot of stuff on the upper floors. Just weren't really fighting much up there. There we go. So there's a staircase up over here. Oh, I can't go that way. Oh, there's also one down. Over the other way. I mean, I think my plan here is, nice, level 55. Is we're going to get this last encounter. We're just going to use exit again. And then pop a tent. Or well, a cottage. And then head back down to the bottom floor. We should be able to just head down. And literally, like, our time on the 2nd floor was run across. Yeah, that's it right there. That's literally the final enemy. And with that, we have officially encountered everything. We have fought every enemy this game has to offer, aside from one. One very important one. Arguably the most important one. The only thing we have not encountered is the final boss. So, let's go beat him up. Let's go teach this final boss what's up. I might actually have to go all the way around to get up to him, to get up to that staircase on the left side. I might have to go off the floors and all the way back around. Nice Splurm, level 55. Good job. Yeah, I think I do. I think I have to go up and around. I guess I can go down there. I don't know what difference that makes. I don't know where that'll take me. Ambushed by Flan! No, that's fine. So I'm gonna try to keep my out-of-combat healing to be through items and not through spells. But I guess I could use spells since we have all of those ethers now, but I would like to try to keep them to items. I didn't even know this existed. Whoa. This is crazy. What even is this? This is cool. What it is. I think it's neat. I didn't know this existed. Vivi leveled up to 56. Man, Vivi's the star. Dang. Well, it's apparently nothing, but it's cool. Alright, so I have to go all the way around. That's fine. We'll have to retrace all of our steps, but we don't have to do any more of the boss encounters. I'm actually a little shocked that, well, I guess maybe not for Final Fantasy 1, but later Final Fantasies don't do it either. There's, you know, I mean, Pokemon has Repel, right? And Final Fantasy franchise, why not? Still don't like have anything like that. Maybe like 1 or 2 games, but most of them don't have like a repel item to avoid combat. I mean, some of the later ones, there's not a reason to avoid combat, so... Or, like, there's ways to avoid combat, because it's more about touching actual things on the... Well, like, 13 does that, where you have to, like, walk into an enemy, kind of thing. I have to remember where we went. I mean, I can just look at the map, but... Pretty sure I went into a room and then... played the guitar and opened a ladder or something. Dang, Makota, look at that huge level up. Go into that room there. Okay. That big room, and then... played some sick riffs on our guitar. Which, yeah, I mean... I get it. You know, a lute is not a guitar, but it's kind of the predecessor to the guitar, so... In a way, it is a guitar. I mean, it's basically an acoustic, you know? It's like the first ever acoustic. Dang. Nice level up Splurm. I love them big +3. Oh, I gotta fight this nerd again? Stupid Death Eye. Alright, now that that's dealt with. I get my $1 and 1 XP. Actually, no. Okay. This calls for a Garaja. VP, I'll just use Ice Potions on. Yeah, that's fine. My normal potions up all the way at the bottom. There we go. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, we just go up to that left corner, I believe. Those two are just the dream team, you know, for physical attacks, Makota and Roy. Doing so much work the whole time. Alright. Oh, now we encounter more of them, huh? Absolutely nutty that we encounter a whole bunch of them now. Dead? Oh. Kinda figured. Alright. Hey! Even more intelligence than BB. Dang. And now it's just normal chimeras. Chimeras, if you will. Oh, good old chimeras. Alright, there we go. Ooh! That insane HP gain. Absolutely crazy how much HP Roy has now. 901. So much. Like, we don't need that much health on a person, right? That's just so much health. It's great. Wow, 4 white dragons blocking the stairs. I don't know, that's like probably my only complaint about a lot of the old Final Fantasies. Particularly like 1. So there's just so many random encounters. Which, I mean, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I don't particularly mind it myself that much. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it is just kind of like, why are there so many? You know? There's a lot. That's like every 15 to 20 steps you get a random encounter. And sometimes, you know, it's like this one where it's just a lot of enemies. Even if they're not like super hard to kill or deal with, there's still just a lot of them. Because of how like the turn timers work in this game, where it's somewhat randomized, it can make combat take even longer. They all just want to gaze out on Roy. Understandable. Alright. There we go. Down the stairs. Oh. Nice thing is we don't have to take any of the detours. Right, we should have run straight in. We're level 57. Or some of them are level 57. It's insane. Oh, you're Gigas. Okay, he dead now. Good old Gigas. Oh, dang. We didn't do nearly as much as I thought we would. Alright, down and then over and then up. And preemptive strike a lot of the time really does just mean free kills. See if there's a way to control that. It did the same thing again, I think. I'm pretty sure I did that last time. I went too far down. And dead? Oh yeah. Oh, Splurm is now 57. Need an additional agility point. That'll make all the difference in life. It won't. Spoiler alert. Alright, we're back to the water floor. I guess that's the last one. Right? I think once we get to the stairs here, we're back at where the boss door is. Or no. Oops. No, there's one more after this one. Okay. Oh yeah, there's wind after this one. Yeah, wind's the final one. I don't know why Iron Golem was so hard to find. I swear, the first encounter we're gonna get when we're back on that floor is an Iron Golem. And it's going to be really sad. Not really, but I'll be sad. Ooh, VP, level 58. Man, VP is just chugging along. 54 intelligence. I do actually wonder how the damage calculation in this game works. Like, it's obviously somewhat random. But like, the stats do matter. I know that they apply. That's why I wonder like, just how much they apply. Like, if it just adds the stat and calls it a day, right? Or if there's like a multiplier for it. Hey, right? Like, you know, like for the wizards, right? What's the difference between having 50 and 51? You know, or like 50 and 55? Is it just 5 points of damage, or is it like 20 points of damage? You know. It's Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon. Pokemon damage calculation is so stupid. But Pokemon's damage calculation, if I remember it, is literally just a pure stat. Right, plus some other stuff and whatnot. And then you have things like stab bonuses and IV val. Well, IV values affect your stats and stuff, so good old IVs and EVs affect how your stats are, and it, like, takes like the base power plus the damage, or like plus the base power of the move plus your stat times any multipliers and what, like it's a whole equation. subtracts out their defense. Like, it's a whole ordeal, though. Alright. That's him right there. That's the boss. We're about to do this. We're about to fight the final boss of the game. Alright. Pop some... little ethers there. Get all them stats back. And seeing Roy have spell slots. It's kind of funny. Alright! Do you remember me? No, I don't. I was once the most renowned king of Cornelia. 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you did defeat me then. But the four great forces saved me by sending me back through time. How does that work? This year I sent the four fiends into the future. I should once again use the four great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. He's a transformer. But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again into this endless cycle that I have created. It's chaos! Alright. Finally, the only hard boss in the whole game! Thank you, guys. That's literally what it says. Finally! The only hard boss in the whole game! Oh, is that a unique theme? You love to see that. You love to see unique themes. 90, 290. Man, Makota really just always gets the was that a... Sorry, I heard a dive bar. Well, it's not called a dive bar, it's a whammy bar, right? But I heard a dive. I heard that guitar dive. It's great. I love it. I'm all for it, man. I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff. I really like crazy, ridiculous guitar stuff. As a note, in case anyone's wondering, Chaos has 20,000 HP and is resistant to fire, thunder, and blizzard-based spells. Yeah, he's pretty cool for that. Ooh, there's not a whole lot we can really do, right? I mean, I'm just gonna keep buffing. Tsunami? That's a gorgeous animation. I'm a null shot. Miss? What do you mean miss? Am I not allowed to do that here, I guess? Alright. The full buff complement is... Oh no, I guess it just didn't apply to, Roy is what I meant by miss, where he just doesn't have the null shock. Yeah, okay, he just doesn't have null shock. That's fine. Do the big heal. And then we will temper Roy. Uh-oh! That's not good. This looks like our, 1,300. Oh, man. We'll need, like, 19 more of those. Dang, 2 misses on that one. Alright. Let's get it. We'll do heal Lara. And then... maybe not stop. Slow. Fourth. Ooh! That hit hard! Dang. Okay, big heal. Stop time. Oh, Rip Roy. Alright. I don't think we've ever hit that. 16 hits. Alright. It's a good thing that we still have full life. So unfortunately we'll have to rebuff. Oh, that's really awkward too that went like that. Hey, come back! Welcome back, bro! Oh boy. We'll do that. We'll do that. Oh, we haste up Roy as well. Yeah, blink it up. Okay. Oh, it's so powerful. Oh man, that's rough. That is so rough. Raja, Temper. Oh my god, he one-shot DV. Actually one-shot. Come back to life, VV. No, don't haste up again. We don't want that. Alright, welcome back, VV. Alright, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time. I wonder if he stacks. 558, actually not that bad, honestly. It's keeping up with the melee, for the most part. Holy probably won't be that much, yeah. But, considering what's happening, we're probably good to do that. We'll try it, Dispel. We've had no luck with any of that happening whatsoever. So we'll try Cyclone. Ooh. Miss. Miss. Dang. Alright. Big heal. Flare. Yeah, definitely want that big AoE heal. 205. Man, I feel like we're doing less and less damage every turn. Alright. Let's do another big heal here. Honestly, can we... I'm curious to see if Temper stacks. It'll also just be that, Temper wore off, too. I don't know. I don't know if Temper's for the whole fight or not. Definitely want that. Screw it. Let's do it again. Oh man. You know, for increasing my evasion on Roy there, has not helped that much. Alright. Galaga. Do another flare. Oh, let's go! Dang. That is... I mean, we're definitely a little over-leveled, I won't lie. Still, that worked really well. Hey, achievement unlocked. With a research professional. That's it. The time loop was severed at last. Endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended. Peace prevailed once more. How nice. Well, it only took an hour and a half, huh? The light of the 4 crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. But then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. But magnified by the 4 forces. Meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. This is apparently a really long credit scene as well. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness. This is just a recap of what happened. But all that is now past. In the past? Don't you mean? All that is now past? I guess all that has now passed is also fine. I mean, I guess all that is now past? I don't know. I think it should be past and not past. As in, like, the past. Or, like, time has passed. I don't know. With the 4 forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. The world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, David Garland himself await. Then it was this fateful day that sent the time spiraling into a loop. None can say. It was yesterday. That's what. Tomorrow, maybe. The cycle into which time had fallen would last forever. But the bravery of 4 young travelers changed. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. Brave. None will ever recall the struggle the 4 endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. Dang. We did all of that so no one could ever know that it happened. With the tales of fantasy that people tell, memory of their deeds live on. Lives on, live on. It's the same. Who cares? Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. There's a lot of those. Why does this scroll so slowly? I have nothing against it, but it's just like, and now their return is upon it. Like, it just goes so slow. Like, you can move the speed up like 10% and it'll be fine. You can still read it. Memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts. Quietly watch over our world. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended. The power of light must never be used for dark. The true crystals reside in your heart. Dang. For you are the warrior who crossed time. Me? No. You are the bringer of light. Wow. That's a really nice thing to say, actually. For a game about nothing. You know, that's a very NES thing to do, though. I feel like so many NES games did that, and Super Nintendo games. Like, you save the world, and it addresses you, the player. It's like, thank you for saving the world, player. And you're like, oh, the game addressed me. I did it, I saved the world. And you feel all proud of yourself and all happy. Because a video game told you that you're awesome. No, we did it. Beat Final Fantasy. We didn't just beat Final Fantasy. We unintentionally, well, intentionally. I didn't come into this expecting to 100% it, but after realizing how, like, easy it is, yeah, we 100% of Final Fantasy 1. Good. Not quite what I expected, but to be doing today, but it works. The fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. Oh, how nice. I mean, this is Pixel Remaster, so... Now we have, like, the actual credit scene, I'm assuming? Yeah. Cool. Actual credits. The, like, final achievement hasn't popped yet, but I'm sure it'll pop after the credits are done. But we did it! Final Fantasy 1. I don't know if it's a particularly difficult game. It's a relatively small game. I mean, it's bigger than I thought it was, honestly. I forgot how big it actually is. Obviously, there's more content in some of the other ports. The Game Boy Advance port has way more. Well, not really way. It does have more content in it. There's like a couple of extra side optional dungeons you can do for fun. But otherwise, that's it. We did it. And we get the classic Final Fantasy theme as well too. I feel like this like motif has gone away in a lot of the more recent Final Fantasies. I feel like they don't use this motif as much anymore. You know? It's a great motif though for like a theme for Final Fantasy, I think. EA! What is she doing here? No. I don't know who that is. But Chie is a character in P4. A game that we haven't played yet. But hey, I play Blast Cross Tag. And also know quite a bit about Persona 4. Still though. Great time though. I mean, this game really, right, like it's one of like the first RPGs, right? I like how the entire QA staff is part of the technical engineers. But right, like Final Fantasy is like, it's like one of the first in a long line of turn-based RPGs that really like defined and caused the creation of like a lot of huge games, right? Like Final Fantasy, and then like the Super Nintendo saw like a whole bunch of them after Square kind of like really took off with Final Fantasy, which is always a fun story. If you somehow don't know, the reason why it's called Final Fantasy, like yawning so much. But the reason why it's called Final Fantasy is because it was like Squaresoft's like final game before they were gonna go bankrupt. Like this was like the last thing they could make. And this game just took off, and everyone loved it. And it literally saved the company. So, that's why it's called Final Fantasy now. Because it was going to be their final game before they went bankrupt and shut down. But the game saved their company, so they didn't do that anymore. And now there's 15 of them. 16 coming out soon, right? 16 comes out like next year or something. Obviously, there's more than that, right? There's all the spin-off titles. Plus, a bunch of them have, you know, extra versions. I mean, 13 is a whole trilogy. 10 has 10 and 10-2. Right? I don't think 7 has like any. I don't know if 7 has like games. I know it has other spin-off content, like Advent Children. Um, I don't know if it has like other games though. Aside from Remake, of course, but I'm also referring to like, the original FF7. There's a lot. Like, actually, there's a lot of Final Fantasy VII content. It's also the Battle Royale. It was literally called Final Fantasy VII Battle Royale for no reason. Like, they could have just called it the Final Fantasy Battle Royale, but no, it's specifically 7. I'm pretty sure it's specifically 7. No, I'm not making fun of a game that isn't actually called what it is. Is it actually just called Battle Royale, or is it Final Fantasy VII Battle Royale? Nope, it's called Final Fantasy VII. The First Soldier. Which is a Battle Royale game. Why did they do that? They didn't need to call it that. They didn't need to make it Final Fantasy VII, but they did, because Square Enix wants to milk it. I don't know, I like Square Enix. They make great games. They make and publish a lot of really good stuff. Right? Final Fantasy series, mostly. There's some big misses in the Final Fantasy series, but a lot of them are generally really good. Right? Final Fantasy 1's pretty good. I mean, it's very bare bones, right? Like, there wasn't really a lot here to do. Right? But also an NES game, so you can't fault it that much. Final Fantasy 2's got some improvements, but also some steps backwards. But it also tried some things. Like, it tried to be somewhat unique, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that was kind of like a big problem back then, too, just with a lot of games. Right? I mean, you see it with, like, a whole bunch of them, right? Like, the sequel is always widely different than the original. Right? Castlevania and Castlevania 2, Mario 2. Granted, Mario 2 technically isn't actually Mario 2, but American Mario 2 is widely different, right? Actual Mario 2 is just more of the same. Zelda and Zelda 2. Games that are widely different and change up the formula a lot. Because people back then, like, they didn't think of sequels in the same way, right? They, like, obviously today, right, we look at a game and we go, oh, you know, like, if, you know, like Shovel Knight, for example, like, if we want to make Shovel Knight 2, right, it would be taking the core mechanics of Shovel Knight and kind of the same level design and adding in new stuff, expanding on it. But back then, they didn't think about it like that. They were like, oh, we're gonna make a new game. We'll make Zelda 2. So last time we did this whole top-down thing. This time we're gonna do some side-scrolling platforming because it's different. You know, we're making a new game. Still, Final Fantasy is still very similar, though. It's the same formula. It's just they took some very weird, they did some kind of weird choices with that formula, right? I talked about earlier in another stream sometime last week, right? Talked about how the stats are done in that game. You know, a lot of it's based on using the stat. Like, the more you use it, the higher to level up, which is cool. That's a really cool system for offensive stats, but that's a very annoying system for defensive stats, right? Even, like, spellcasting. Like, you have to constantly be casting spells if you want to be able to cast more. I believe Final Fantasy II introduced the MP system, which is great. So I think this is the only one that does spell slots. But still, MP was best decision ever. Not gonna lie. It's just an easier system to use than spell slots, I think. I think spell slots makes you feel like you don't want to cast. Especially really early on in the game, right? Like, you just don't want to use spells at the beginning of the game. There's like, I can only use them like 2 times. Which is a struggle that D&D has too from time to time, right? Or low-level spellcasters struggle to use actual spell slots all the time because, you know, your wizard only gets like 2 casts at like level 1 or whatever it is, right? Actually, I don't know how many spell slots they have, but that's like the idea. You have like so few spell slots at such a low level, you don't want to use them, especially since you don't get them back very quickly, right? You gotta take a long rest, like that's a whole ordeal. And at that level you can't like guarantee one. But I mean D&D has some other like weird, kind of complicated, not really complicated, but things that kind of push players to do things that maybe they shouldn't do. But there you go, the end! I need to do something? Oh, okay. Save game? Data saves progress up to the boss. Sure. Save it. Nice. What's title screen? Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's the 2 achievements. Not that you can see it, but I have all 24 of the 24 achievements. And like I said, like the Steam achievements, which I assume are basically the same on all the platforms at this release time, which I don't know. I honestly don't know. I assume they just released on like all the consoles and PC. It might have only been PC. But I mean, the achievements are literally really simple. Like, not gonna lie, the hardest achievement in the whole game is actually probably the bestiary. Just because it's completely random if you'll encounter certain enemies or not, right? And some of them are really rare. But overall, I mean, I guess the hidden puzzle is probably the other hardest one, right? Just because you have to know that it exists and how to do it. But otherwise, right, like, you just defeat 500 monsters, you get to level 50, you make 100,000 money, you open all the chests, and you go everywhere. You basically have to go everywhere anyways, if you want to keep your progression going properly, and then, you know, there's the optional obtain Excalibur. But otherwise, right, like, you're going to be going pretty much everywhere anyways, and you're going to be fighting everything in that process. So, not particularly difficult to 100% the game, so that's a nice experience. HD Repixel, or HD Pixel Remaster, definitely did a great job with upgrading the graphics without really changing much. Like, actually, like, it's exactly what I wanted out of this. And if they're all like this, oh, right, where it's like super, what's this transition over right now? But where it's like super cleaned up, modern pixel graphics with the old game, and then, you know, fixing some of the issues that they had, right? Obviously, this one fixed a huge bug in the original NES version with Magic. That caused calculations to be wrong, therefore making magic deal significantly less damage. So that probably makes this one a little bit easier, but as well as the Peninsula of Power, as I talked about earlier as well. Right, that got completely removed in this, which, if you don't know what that is, because of the way that you had to do, or the way that they did enemies back then, like random encounter enemies, they basically make a big box, right? And that box tells the game what enemies you can encounter where. And there was a small little peninsula that was inside the box. Like a much later game box, really early on, and so you can, and the enemies that pop up there isn't super further ahead, right? Like, it's only like 2 areas ahead of you, so it's not like you're encountering some like enemies that are only really like a tier above what you should be fighting and aren't that much they're not that much more difficult to kill. They don't hit that much harder. So you could farm them really, really easily, make a whole bunch of money and get a whole bunch of experience, level up really, really quickly, and get over leveled for like the first quarter of the game or whatever. Made it really easy to push through. Speedrunners use it all the time, right? I think. I don't actually. I say that. I don't actually know if they do. I think they do. I think they use the Peninsula Power to help them. It's faster than grinding in the area, like actually. It's probably. I don't know though. But yeah. I don't know what we'll be doing next week yet. I don't know if I want to jump straight into Final Fantasy II. Because that's our like next planned game is Final Fantasy II. Because I would like to go because like these Pixel remasters aren't going to be super long. They're like 2 weeks apiece. And I mean this one took what, like 6 streams, I think? 6 or more, like 2 weeks literally. Two's probably a little bit bigger, but so I don't know if I'm just gonna stop for like a week, take like a slight break from the Final Fantasy train and do some fighting games, and then head back into it, or if I'm gonna do something else. Which I was thinking about Scott Pilgrim, right? Because that's like on the list of things. I think I might have taken it off already. I think I'm just not going to do that because the copyright nightmare that is all of the music in that game, I don't want to deal with it. I really don't. So I'm just not going to. Which sucks because I would love to play that on stream. I love that game. It's so good. Highly recommend it. They re-released it not that long ago. And it's really good. It's a really fun side-scroller beat-em-up game. And it follows the comic books. The graphic novels, I guess, I can play. Pretty well. Does a good job representing them all. I like the movie. Not that the movie did bad. The movie did great, but you know, the issue with the movie is that the first book was the only one out when they started making the movie. So literally everything after the first acts is completely made up for the movie, but they did a good job with it, I think. I think they represented the other X's relatively well. I think the movie does a good job at being what it is. I mean, they worked with Melly O'Brien, if I remember right, to create the screenplay, and like asked him if like this was essentially right or whatever. Obviously not right because it wasn't written yet, but if it was like is this too much of a misrepresentation of the characters, it's like, oh, you're good. But still, that's Final Fantasy 1 though. There's a lot of fun like challenges you can do in this game, right? Because the game itself isn't super difficult by itself, right? I mean, even Chaos himself there at the end wasn't really that hard. He did knock some people down, right? But like, obviously the like standard party, which is I think the one that they default you into, which is fighter, thief, and then white mage, black mage. That's like the default standard party for this game, which does really well. It does a lot of work, but you can do like all one class challenge. You can do one character challenge, or you just like pick a class and one character, and then you just let everybody else die, like right away in like the first encounter, and then never revive them. But yeah, I know it's like a little early, but I think I'm just gonna get out of here. Right, I maybe finished it, so it's. I think I could, like, it just feels right to stop. So, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna chill and stop. and I'll be back. I'll try to be back Saturday and do some like Guilty Gear or something. Guilty Gear and Melty Blood, one of the two. Those are the two. I know Nick All-Star just came out. I have no real interest in it, if I'm being honest. It's just, I don't know. Nothing against the Slap City devs or the game. It's like or Nick All-Star Brawl itself. There's just some things about it that irk me the wrong way. Not really the wrong way, but like it's just like it bugs me. Like there's like a distinct lack of polish, both in the audio and in the visual cues. Like, one, there's like basically no audio in the game. There's like one hit sound, maybe two, and that's it. And it doesn't even like play all the time. There's like no audio voice lines for the characters, and even like the music, I don't think is really like all there. I don't actually know about the music. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's that much music in it, but I could be wrong. And then visually too, like there's like not a lot of indicators or anything, which is very Slap City. Like Slap City was like that too. That's exactly how Slap City was. It was very, very similar in how it was presented and how it functioned and played. But and there's like some great things too, right? I mean, there's hitboxes in training mode, which is great. There's it's got rollback though. It's has some issues, some one-sided rollbacks and stuff, which is a relatively easy fix to do. Right, like one-sided rollbacks happen because there's a desync in the clock, which is going to happen. You're going to have clock desyncs with any game being played online because two people don't have the exact same computer playing it on the exact same specs at the exact same time, right? Like, you know, you gotta sync it. Even if they do have the exact same setup, right? Even then, it's still gonna desync a little bit. But those desyncs are what cause those one-sided. Melty Blood was having the same issue too. I know they recently patched Melty Blood. I don't know if they fixed everything. I know they fixed a lot of the crashing. I don't know if they fixed the one-sided rollbacks yet though. But it really is a really simple fix to do that, to get that done. Like you just have the clock, the resync clock, just pay attention, and if it notices that it's out of sync by like more than like 3 frames or whatever, then it just pauses one player for like 1 frame, like 1 or 2 frames a couple of times, and then it's basically unnoticeable, and it'll fix your desync issues without any problem. But anyways, Jam did a whole thing on that. But yeah, no. Still though, I'm gonna get out of here. And stop just wasting time, really. So if you don't know, there's a VODs channel that exists. I do appreciate everyone who watches on there as well. Thank you, and thank you for everyone who stops by. Both are quite nice, and I appreciate all of them. So that exists. The VODs go up the next day at 12 p.m. EST, otherwise known as Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, that's all I got, really. As I said, I don't really know what we're going to be doing next. I mean, we're going to be playing Final Fantasy 2 next, but I don't know if I'm going to start that on Tuesday or if I'm going to wait a week. But otherwise, until next time.